Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is our first video with the new look bar model app that we've created more recently. I want to go through some of the features again because the icons have changed, and hopefully you can see that it's a better look and feel, and it's more like an interactive whiteboard app as well. So hopefully a bit easier to use. So the first kind of icon I want to look at is the new bar. So when I click on the new bar, a new bar pops up, and you've got this kind of arrow here as well. You can make the bars smaller or bigger, and you can kind of adjust it to how you like. Then you've got another icon here, which is the equal bars. Cut the bars equally, basically. If I bring up another bar here though, or better yet, let me delete that bar and duplicate this bar. So I'm going to use this duplicate button here, so I get it exactly the same size. So if I was teaching a fractions lesson as an example, and I wanted to show equal parts, I might do something like this. So I've pressed the equal bars icon, and I've just kind of swiped down like so, going through the bar that I want to have equal parts, and I can swipe up as well. So for example like this, and so I could easily show, if I swipe a few more times, I can show quarters here, and therefore I can show by maybe filling in with some colors here. I can choose a different color here. Let's choose something like this. I can show that two of these bars, which is 2/4, is equal to one of these, which is a half. And then I can also adjust these if I wanted to show that actually, let me do this slightly differently. If I make this into quarters, I can then ask questions like, well, if we have a quarter or a half in this case of an amount, does it matter how much the amount is? Is that half of an amount always going to be the same? And you can see that half amount really depends on the amount itself. You know, a half of an amount, a smaller amount, is going to be less than half of a bigger amount. It's quite obvious to us, but you know, seeing it here, it hopefully makes it a bit more clearer as well. Then you've got other features, other icons here. So let's go through some of them. You've got the unequal parts icon as well. So if I wanted to cut this not exactly equally, but if I wanted just to show this extra part here, I can do so like that. So we're just going to split the bars up unequally, and even if I wanted to, I could also split the bars as well, like so. Okay, so you can see that I've split the two bars apart. Then, if I wanted to split these equal parts as well, if I want to split them, I can just press the split bar, and then I've got individual amounts as well. If I wanted to copy a bar, but not the whole amount, let's say I wanted to copy 3 out of the 4 parts here, so 3/4 of this bar, I can press the duplicate button, and it will ask me, do I want the whole bar to be copied or parts of the bar? So I'll click on parts, and I click on, let's say I want 3 parts here, and I can press confirm, and you can see that the first 3 parts are copied there. So yeah, I mean, then I can also just just use the select tool here, select everything that I see on the screen. I can delete, or I can press a refresh, and I can also restart the whole page again. Or if I want to just select a few things to get rid of, let's say something like that, I can press the delete button on my computer, or I can press the delete button, or the bin button, sorry, there. Yeah, so there's quite a few options there. If I want to type a question in, got some glitches here, so I can't see a few things. So if I want to type a question in here, I can just type anything that I want and choose a font that I like. We're going to get rid of the font option actually, so you might not see that, and you can choose a size as well, small, medium, or large font size, and you can see it pops up here. I can double click this again, and I can edit that if I wanted to. I can add another kind of text box, I suppose. I can write, let's say, a number, for example, confirm, and I can drag that. I can put that in the bar if I wanted to, which we don't recommend, but you can write out of the bar as well. And if I wanted to, so I'm using a touchscreen laptop, so if I wanted to, I can start writing freehand, so I can choose a different color here. Let's say girls and boys. So it's slightly glitchy there, so we're going to improve on that. And so you can kind of write whatever you'd like. If you want to write, if you want to draw, well, that's a really bad bracket, but if you can draw brackets and write down something, you can write down anything you want. Also, another key part of the bar model process is for us to have these brackets here. So I can just show you that you can have a bracket like so. It's got like a magnetic effect as well, so it kind of starts and ends at the same place. And also, if I wanted to have another bar, what happens is this bar also has like a magnet effect where it is aligned with the start of the other bar or any other bar. So we don't, we're very accurate in the way we draw our bars and we model the bars, which is a very important part. I've got a vertical bracket here as well. And you can see, you can just kind of show all there. And sometimes for the before and after situations, you might want to use a dotted line, for example, like in this case. Okay, so you've got a dotted line here. You can actually make that bigger and smaller. There you go, and you can see that there. And if I do something like that, it goes front as well. So you can do that if you want, if you needed to. Yeah, I mean, there's other features such as the save and background image. So after doing all this, if I wanted to save this image, I can save it as an image. So it might be for use of CPD, or it might be just to kind of quickly look at this again another time. But the only thing is, with the save image is an image, so you can't actually, once you save it as an image, you can play around still now. But if you upload the image as a background image, then you won't be able to move things around. So you're kind of like stuck as a stick. It's like a background picture rather than the elements that can move around. We are working on an Apple iPad app as well. This is a web app, so you can use any Chrome or a Safari, any extension you like. And the iPad app would be slightly different to this. It has the same sort of kind of look to it and feel to it, and have a few more features as well on the iPad as it's a tablet. Anything else I need to go through? I don't think there is. I think that's about it in terms of the app. There's lots of ideas I've had in terms of how to use this app. So in the near future, I might go through a few questions, or I might actually go through lessons that you can kind of imagine you teaching as well in your classrooms. This should be fully able to use it on an interactive whiteboard as well, because I'm using a touch screen on here, and so it should be the same on your interactive whiteboards. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. Thank you.